Hi all, Fat Andy here. Bring that down a little bit. Right, let's do a beer. Keo. And this is brewed in Cyprus, not the UK, it's actually brewed in Cyprus. Have I had this before? Well, probably around about, probably in the 90s when we went to Cyprus. I can't remember off the top of my head, and I can't remember what it tasted like. But we were in Morrisons at Beccles, was fairly local to us, and they had these £2.85. And I looked at it, and I actually took my glasses in there, and I thought, wow, this is actually brewed on the island of Cyprus and not UK. So I thought, right, we're going to go for it. So I'm going to review this. I'll have a chat about the football last night. This is Monday tea time now when I'm recording this, but you'll actually see it tomorrow. Probably in the morning I'll put it out. And that, yeah, let's get on with this beer first. Have a quick look at this. So here it is, Keo, finest quality beer. Bring it down, because it says it's been in the fridge, it's sitting there for a couple of days. Finest quality beer, proudly brewed on the island of Cyprus. £2.85 this was. Let's spin this over and have a look at the label on the back. Right, if I can keep it steady. That is all in Greek, Cypriot. Brewed and bottled in Limassol. Imported to the UK by Venus Wine and Spirits. Yeah, wow. It's nice to see a beer. It's 4.5% ABV. It's a 630ml bottle. That's for £2.85. Wow. Yeah, all I can say is, let's crack it open. Right, that's the lid. I just pulled the lid off with a bottle opener. Keo. Yeah. It's not often you find beers, to be fair. Was actually brewed in the country of origin. You used to be able to get the, what's that one, Singer in Asda's, what was imported from Thailand, and that was fabulous. And I used to drink a fair bit of that when we were in Thailand many years ago. But they've changed it now to UK, and that spoils it. I like the authenticity of a good beer. So let's just pour this out. I've got a beer Moretti glass. I like this old beer Moretti glass. It's nice to drink out of. Let's get this poured. Now this is ice cold lager at 4.5 ABV. Get that up there. Wow, that's 630ml, and I've still got a, I don't know, probably just under a quarter of a bottle in there. And there it is. Fizzing up and nucleating and doing everything it should do. That's a lovely light golden colour, nice and clear. The head is probably, I don't know, 2 finger on that, I would say, or 1.5 fingers, my fat fingers. Yeah. Oh wow, I'm looking forward to this. Working and being up all night for the footy, almost to the night, which we'll talk about in a minute. Yeah, cheers. Let's try it. Oh, that is lovely. That's light. That's refreshing. That's got a lovely flavour to it as well. That's just nice. That's 4.5% ABV, but you got a lovely taste to it. You can taste the aftertaste. You can, just a slight bite in it. Nothing too overpowering. That's nice and light. That is fantastic. That is, and that is so refreshing. And for £2.85 for that, I reckon it's a bargain. Oh, that's good. That is. That is good. That's what you want, don't you, out of a day's work. Right, so we'll come back to that in a minute. Let's talk football. Let's talk England. Wow, what a night. What a night. I weren't going to watch it. I thought, oh, it's 1 o'clock in the morning, I've got to work tomorrow. I know I'm self-employed, I can please myself, but at the point, at the end of the day, and I thought, I don't know. So I went up to bed about almost 10, 11 last night, and I was listening to Radio 4 in bed, and that came across that as a delay in the kick-off for about an hour and 15 minutes, and they were going live over there and everything, and get all the fans chanting and everything, and it just got me in the mood for it. And I thought, well, if it's a delay, it's supposed to kick off at 1, it's not going to kick off till about 2ish, something like that. So I laid there and sort of drifted in and out of sleep, and I sort of opened my eyes, and they said, oh, we've had whatever it was, 5-6 minutes of the game is 0-0. I thought, Christ, I started. Up I jumped, Kate, where are you going? I said, well, Dad, I was a 30. I said, it's just kicked off about 5 or 6 minutes ago, or whenever it was. And I came down, it was obviously 0-0. And I got a nice ice cold bottle of water out of the fridge. I weren't going to drink, because in case I had to drive early this morning anywhere. And I sat there, and that was sort of like Mexico on the attack. The noise in the stadium was unbelievable from what you could hear through the telly. And yeah, that was unbelievable. I watched it, and England got that goal, that first one. And then, what was it, 90 seconds later, 2-0 up. I thought, bloody hell. And they were really playing well. And that is the best I've seen England play for 30 years. The last time I saw England play like that was in Euro 1996, when they had old Terry Venables, El Teller's manager, and that. I thought that was a fair old team then. Now, I've slated them for years, because I think a lot of the time they play poor football and get on my bloody nerves and let you down a lot. But there was something about last night, the way they played, and then obviously that went 2-1. Was it 2? Yeah, 2-0, 2-1, then 3-1, didn't it? And we got that man sent off. No, we got the man sent off at 2-1, that's right, for that tackle. Yeah, he was high, he went in high and everything. And I thought, here we go, this is it now. They're going to pile on the pressure, 2-1. It's going to go 2-2, I thought, like I said that was going to, and then get extra time, we lose on penalties. And then Kane, Harry Kane, England got the penalty, didn't he? Harry Kane took it and scored 3-1. I thought, wow, he's got 10 men. And I'll tell you now, the commitment from them England members of that team, for that defending, they threw everything at that. And I applaud them. I really, really do. As I say, I've never seen like that. I have 30 years ago. And England, to me, my age group, I'm 61 nearly, and people at my age group will know what I'm saying that about England. You know, they've been a letdown. All the years through that, and I lost interest probably around 2002 time. I just lost interest in watching England. I watched them obviously in the World Cups and the Euros and that, but there was such a letdown. The old heartbreak was there every time. You'd get through, like 86, you had the hand of God. And I was watching Peter Shilton on there this morning talking about it, and he said if you had VAR now, you know, they would have got them 2 goals, because the first one was a fail. They fell, was it, I can't remember who he said now, Peter Reid or somebody, they grabbed round the waist and brought down. And the second one was obviously Maradona putting that in. You know, they had a fair team there. You know, you got that knocked out, went 1990 to Italy, where we lose semis, didn't we, against Germany, weren't it? That was a letdown. Germans again. 94, obviously we never qualified. 98 was France, weren't it, when Beckham flicked this thing up on that Samoon and caught me in the back of the bloody leg, went out of that. And I think after that, to be fair, after that 98 World Cup final, when I started getting disorientated with, you know, I was a letdown, heartbreak, this, that and the other, you know. And that's it, and that sort of just slowly diminished. Any time I watch England, it's World Cup finals like this and European Championship finals. I don't even watch the qualifiers and that. But it was just something about last night. But like I said, and I've been saying to people today, especially the younger generation, don't get excited about this, too excited, because I've seen this all before, and where you get let down. Let's get there. Let's not get to a final and lose, or a semi-final. Let's get there and let's bloody win this, and then we can say, yeah, you know, that's good. A little bit disappointed they ain't played Manu yet. I think he's the only one in that squad in any minutes of World Cup football from what I'm hearing. But yeah, fair play to him. Absolutely fantastic night. Still buzzing on how the match went, really, because I honestly thought before the game, like I predicted, 2-2 go out on penalties or something like that. I'm glad I'm wrong. Glad I've been proved wrong. Fantastic. Saturday night now at 10 o'clock, Norway against the OL and Holland. See how they get on then. So good luck, England. I just hope they do it. Right, that's my little bit about the football. I was going to wait until I do the football video on Saturday, but I couldn't wait. Not after that performance. That was brilliant. So the Keo, yep, there it is, 285 from Morrisons. I picked this up when I won at Beccles. It's just, I don't know, 6-7 mile up the road from us. I should imagine all most Morrisons are doing them, but look at it, because this is the genuine stuff was brewed in Limassol in Cyprus, and that to me is absolutely fantastic. That's what you want out of doing some work. Oh yeah, I went back to bed after the final whistle. I sit there about 2 or 3 minutes afterwards, zooted in, switched the telly off, went back up to bed. I think I got up, so I get up about 7:30. I'm normally up here 5, 6 o'clock in the morning because of that. And just got up, come down, had a coffee, went out and started work. That's the only thing you can do. But it's hot today. Bloody hell, that really is. Anyway, that was just a quick chat. So I'll put this out tomorrow morning, it'll be Tuesday. Try this. This is a lovely beer. I'll give that a 9 out of 10 for that. Very, very nice indeed. If you can get it in Morrisons and you haven't tried it, then try it. That's fantastic. Right, I'm off. I bored you enough. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thumbs up if you like the video. Give us your comments below. You can do some predictions if you want for Saturday. I will probably bring in another food video out Saturday morning with it. But yeah, I can't wait to talk to you guys about it. It's just after that was brilliant. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so to help the channel, and we will catch you hopefully in the next one. Come on, England, let's do it. Cheers.